Hello again, friends, and welcome back to OG Fantasy Football. I am Brian Dunkleman here with my co-host, my friend of, 45 years, my partner in fantasy football, my co-commissioner of our 33-year-old distance scoring, touchdown-only league. And this year, he's my podcast partner. It's John Burrell. What's up, Johnny?
Here I am. What's going on, brother?
I tell you what, man, I got a new cocktail. I brought it back from Florida. If you listen to last week's show, pretty hammered, pulled it off, did fine. Didn't look very good. Had some bad visual internet quality for you people watching on the YouTube channel or on the Spotify. I am having a little bit of cucumber muddled gin gimlet. John,
nice.
It's so refreshing.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
You know what I heard long ago? If you want fruit, go to Florida.
That's right. And as far as Russians, I'm pretty sure they're all white. All Madigansisms. John, we got a dozen weeks in the book of this season, a dirty dozen. Some of them have been dirtier than others. I'm not going to lead the witness. How would you like to begin this week? We got a helicopter going on. Hold on. Can you hear that?
Cannot.
Radar O'Reilly.
Sometimes I can tell what's going to happen before it happens.
There's a reference. I just dated myself. It's Los Angeles. You never know. When there's spotlights outside your window, that's when you have to worry. John, how are you, buddy? What's new in the world of fantasy? Or do you want to not talk about it? We want to talk about life first.
I'd like to talk about the 8-3 Buffalo Bills and Thanksgiving weekend, the beginning of Advent, and anything else I can talk about besides my fantasy team.
Let's put it off as long as we can.
Although I got a pleasant surprise tonight.
What happened?
I thought I only had 4 points. Turns out I had 6.
You got a deuce?
I didn't know I got a 2-point conversion in the Pittsburgh game until tonight.
John, I was going to say, this is karma biting you in the butt because you had to make fun of our dear, sweet friend Carl Northrup last week for his 5-point week. And then, Johnny, you had 4 until Pickens. Oh, thank you, Pickens.
Slim Pickens.
You improved your score by, this is off the top of my head, 25%? Did I do that right?
33%.
30. I don't know about math, although I did get 650 on the math.
And you are friends with Kenway Jr.
Nobody smarter than that guy. The verbal, I won't tell you what I got on verbal, but my total was 1180. That's not good. I was very hungover, and I just didn't want to take it over because
got him into RIT, people.
I got into RIT. I didn't even go to a college. I went to an institute, Rochester Institute of Technology. Hey, is there a college that has a 7-1 guys to girls? I'd like to go there, please. Because I like a challenge, John. Nazareth, just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
And some of the girls were deaf.
Yes, they were. I like
which could work out well for you. That'd
be
good for you.
Exactly. I like a challenge, and then I like to eat. I just like it to be a little easy. I like to mix my challenges and shooting fish in a barrel. What a great Thanksgiving. Josh Allen sure does love eating that turkey leg. Never a doubt. Never a doubt in my mind. There was a big doubt in my mind. Look, as somebody informed me on Twitter, this is not the same old Lions, and that is true. Valiant effort, and they were coming off a 3-game winning streak. Look,
their coach is doing a great job.
He's doing a really great job. I love Campbell. I think I'm a big fan of Campbell. Hope he stays there. Hope they get some success. Glad they didn't get it against us. That was 2 weeks in a row we had to play in Michigan. So I bet the boys are just really excited to be in their own beds, getting a little rest before they have to gear up again. John, I'm confident that we cannot lose another game. That's all I'm going to say. This is a fantasy podcast, but we are Bills first. No more losses. I do believe we have one non-AFC East game left, maybe 2. We got the hated Patriots, no matter what the record, no matter what the year. I'm going to the grave hating that team.
I hate you.
The Jets and the Dolphins, not so much. I don't really care. Dolphins look good. Got to believe there's another loss on that schedule other than us. Because look, It's going to be different. It's not going to be 100 degrees. It's not going to be 110 on the field. Great Thanksgiving. Now, Johnny, I told you I'm not going to keep this kicker. I'm not doing it. I'm just going to ride him. And then I forgot. As I said, I was drunk. It was late in a hotel room in Florida, and I forgot that I had a waiver in for Myers. And of course, I had to watch Nick Folk score 15 points on Thursday. Not too bad. I only lost 5. Myers had 10. But we're not here to talk about my team just yet. Let's go to the standings. God damn it. This is where it's, look, there's a lot of weeks left. How many? Hold on. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 6 weeks, baby. There are 6 weeks left.
Lots left.
Couple, you only got 1 week left. By the way, before I get into our standings, I just have to say, I am in one other league. It is a traditional garbage, head-to-head, stupid, shitty league like most of you play. And hopefully this will be your last season of that crap. John, I have the 4th highest amount of points in our league. I'm the 10 seed.
Yeah.
I am seed number 10. I am not in the playoffs right now. I got to win out. 10th. The 2 seed? John, guess how many points in ranking the 2 seed has? He has the 10th highest point total, and he's the 2 seed.
Wow.
Head-to-head is so stupid. I think I'm done. There's another douchebag in our league who hasn't put a lineup in I think 9 weeks. He didn't do it for a few weeks later. Look, I don't run it. Any league I'm in, and that's a good note. If you get asked to be in a league, just be cool. Don't bitch, even if they're stupid. Just go, hey, thanks for having me, fellas. I don't know. Look, I won the first year, and I came in second the second year. I can't bail. I might, because the 2 seed having the 10th highest points is just so stupid.
You could convert them. Are they watching the podcast?
I don't even know half of them. I don't know their names from their team names. I'm not invested. I know that one, my good friend, I'll call him out. Kyle,
I love you. You're a piece of shit, though. Fuck you.
He had 1 keeper. You know who he kept? He kept Mahomes. You know who he took with his first pick? Josh Allen. Am I not saying it's smart? Kind of a dick move, but it's working out for him because he has the 2 highest quarterbacks and he's just sitting on 1. And I think he's just starting Josh every week. I offered him. I have nobody. Who cares? Head to head. The point is, head to head is so stupid that I'm just sad for you because our league is so much better. There's 6 weeks left, John. I went from 11th place to 1st. I do believe in a span of 6, maybe 5 weeks. That's how big the swings can be. Southpaws, our dear friend Steve Lumpy Kears had the only decent week. It was not a high-scoring week. Well, somebody else had 66, but he had 71 points. He is in first place.
He's positioning himself for a run. His quarterback is out, but luckily he has 3 on his roster. Yeah. So he had another one to go to. Wasn't the right one. He chose wrong again, but we'll get into that.
He still got 18 out of his quarterback, which you'd kill somebody for at this point. Gino.
8 would be good.
And let me tell you something. When that guy, he's made his run off of what's his name in Chicago. All I think is Jalen Hurts because I only have eyes for Jalen. And we'll talk about him a little bit later. Fields, who had 2 50-pointers, 2 50-burgers in a row. Don't think it's ever happened. With him out, he still had 71 points and pulls back ahead of the ass kickers, our dear friend Ken Way, who came off of his amazing week and just dropped it right in the dirt. 21. So I was thrilled to see Kenny shit the bed, but then I see Steve just crushing it. We'll get to his team in a minute. I am all the way back in 3rd place now. I love being in 3rd place the week after Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm 91 out.
Yes,
this is, I've seen this story before. It's not looking good. It could be a battle for 2nd place. I'm not giving up. We got a lot to talk about, but look at everybody else.
2nd place still gets money.
That's right. And there is a 3-way tie for 4th. Oh, they are battling for nothing. 4th place is nothing. Do we pay 3rd?
Yes.
A couple bucks.
No, wait. No, we don't.
Who's up for a vote? And we said no. So the first place is going to get about $2,500. Second place is going to get 700-800. Wasn't it third transactions? Who knows? We'll figure it out. My brother with the Omaha Steaks, he's the money guy, ran the budget at the Air Force
Why hasn't
Academy
he been a guest
for many years. I don't know. Maybe we haven't asked him. I think we go guestless first season. It's just you and I. It's just establishing the rapport. I listen to this Fantasy Serious radio channel. There's some guys there that wouldn't know charisma if it bent them over and violated them.
But
you and
they know data. They know data.
I know I did. He's got a route tree of he and 65% of routes. And shut up. Did he score? Then he sucks. So we got a three-way tie for fourth. They're all the way 142 points out. John, I've always said this, that if you are within 100 points after Thanksgiving week, you are in it. By my calculations,
after Thanksgiving, there are very few left in it.
We got a three-man race, but I refuse to believe that because I know how big the swings are. 31 points. Good Lord. And I was happy.
I'm going to say right here, it's a three-man race because Kears is hot.
Yeah.
He's got a good squad. And some young guy, prodigal, comes home, Omaha Steaks, not a chance.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to take a couple massive weeks. Let's just start out with a lump. You know, you look down and when you see a lot of numbers and two zeros on the card, that's a good damn week. Geno Smith, of course, with the 18 points. Austin Eckler, that must have been a late touchdown. I can't believe they came back and won that game. I wasn't really paying attention to it. Another 12-pointer. He just keeps on rolling. Would have been a great number one pick in our league, wouldn't it? Stanley.
I asked Kears to trade Geno 3 weeks ago, and we've been in discussions for 3 weeks.
Man, it's over now because
he decided no, and it was a wise move.
Well, in this week, he could have started David, where's my car, dude, and had 24 points, but he went with Geno, which was the right call. I would have gone with Geno. Wow, a lot of points in that game, 34-40. Damn. Herschel Walker, the third. Damn. 18 points. Herschel's got 18 kids, I think. Of course, we're talking about, what's his name? First, Kenneth? Man, that kid's a stud. 2 9-pointers, 18 points. I haven't seen him play yet, but oh man, he's very good.
Good pickup.
He was a great pickup. We'll go back and see what week he took him in. Justin Jefferson only goes off against the Bills, 6 points. Who cares? Devontae Adams cools off. See, he has a good week without Devontae Adams, without Justin Fields, and then of course Justin Ticker, the cucker. That's how that works. With a crazy game at Jacksonville with just 15 points. That's what I should have had. Gross. Let's go to mine. I'm going to put yours off to the end, John, just because that's a kind of fun.
We don't even need to look.
We know we have to. We did it to Carl. We're doing it to you. Look, all right, here's the thing. Now listen to this. I have, as you've seen the pictures, I got the 3 flat screens. I got the setup. I don't have to go anywhere on Sunday. I am so sick of watching the New Orleans Saints. Andy Dalton is just god-awful at football. I don't understand why he keeps playing. I don't get it. I've got Kamara, who is it's a bust now. And,
officially a bust.
Hill, the clown pick, he hasn't scored in at least 6 weeks.
5 consecutive weeks, and he's still second.
I know he had, at least I got those points when he was hot. I don't have the stones to sit him. I will start him every week.
30 this week. He could have 50.
He could have 66, John. If you want to go, that's my statistical analysis. That's the analysis I do. Oh, there's a guy on my team that had 66 points in 1 week. He's going to start forever. But it is frustrating watching the Saints. Maybe the lesson is don't watch the Saints because there was a point and they had so many opportunities. And then Taysom was they were at the 5-yard line. He went into quarterback. He threw it to Kamara. Kamara got to the 1-inch line and then fumbled. And I thought, I've had enough. There were no outbursts. I only cheer. I only yell when I'm positive now. When something shitty, I put on my shoes. I put on my sneakers. I turned off the television and I went for a nice walk, John. Nice. I went for a nice damn walk and I enjoyed the rest of my afternoon until until, okay, so that puts me at 10 points. I got 10 points from my kicker, my new kicker. Welcome to the Taysom bitches. I said I was going to change my name. I'm not going to do it. I'm committing
to the jungle.
10 points, but I wasn't afraid because once again, I had my boy, the golden boy, 3rd round pick, Jalen Hurts, in a great matchup. And then I watch them just run down the field. He's running all over the place, hands it off to the running back. I see him do the same. He runs 80 yards. He hands it off to the running back. But wait a minute. He does the same fucking thing 3 times. So I saw him score a 9-pointer right before half. I thought, all right, I'm not blanked.
There we go.
I'm doing John. I'm doing a lot of recording. I'm laying down a lot of tracks. I'm laying down so many Donkey tracks. I'm losing followers, and it sucks because I am at the top of my game right now. I am putting out pristine A grade product here, and everybody is so sick of them. They're not even listening. They're lost. They're for me and nobody else. I laid down a couple tracks saying I'm too frustrated, and then I think, okay, I know there was another touchdown. I don't know who it is. I'm just not going to know. I'm going to Schrodinger cat this thing. I'm going to wait till the end of the game because I don't know what it could have been. And I'm thinking in my head, John, it could be the most I could have gotten, another 24 points with Hurts running a 50-yarder or throwing a bomb to A.J. Brown. I'm thinking, well, that would be amazing. Most likely it's going to be another Sanders or Gainwell or Byron Scott or whoever the fuck else they got. I think they gave one of the assistant coaches a goal line run just because they wanted to get everybody in on the game other than my guy.
Wilbur Montgomery.
They did put in Wilbur Montgomery. That's Keith Byers. What is he doing in there? So when I finally checked at the end, Hurts threw a 6-pointer to Brown, 12 more points. Very grateful. So this was, instead of having that misery going, I won 48 points in this game. Now I end up being thrilled that I got another.
You had 0 points until 10 o'clock on Sunday night.
No, I had Myers, just my kicker. I did not celebrate a TV. I did not celebrate a touchdown. I have 3 televisions that I'm watching football in, a plethora of guys. I did not get to celebrate 1 touchdown until approximately, like you said, about 9-10 o'clock East Coast time.
I did not get a touchdown, by the way, to segue into.
Let's go from sad to more sad. But it hurts me more, John, because I'm in it. You're not in the basement, though. And I was so thrilled.
Yes, I am.
You're in the basement again, John. I'm so sorry.
I'm in the basement for the first time. I was in the basement momentarily.
Overnight. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Look, you're not, John, you were a sickly child. I don't like you down there. I worry about you. You've survived COVID so far. I don't know if you can handle 6 weeks in that cold, dark, deep, dank basement.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
Oh, John. Ryan Tannehill, not so good. Debbie Gibson, 0. Derrick Henry's had a great year, 0.
Hey, did you see? Wait, back up. Did you see Derrick Henry's swing pass?
Oh my God, I saw
75 yards.
I was gonna call you or text you, but I couldn't stop laughing. I could not stop. That would
have been 24 points.
Convulsing with laughter. And I feel bad because I lost 12 points and he fumbled on the 1. Takes a 70-yard screen pass. It goes all the way, fumbles at the 1. I don't know who picked it up got 6 for nobody, but that is why we play the way we play. I could not dial the phone. My hands were convulsing with laughter.
I left 24 points on the bench.
You did. Let's not skip over. You got that deuce from George Pickens. So thank you, George. He's a player.
Yeah.
And Bill Maher, welcome back to earth after your 26-point week. I used to have him. That's
4 points.
Brian Robinson with a sweet 18-pointer. Oh, yeah, man. John, tell the people about how much it hurts when you have an 18-pointer left on the bench. It's bad.
And I've got the starter, Gibson, who got me nothing. And I've got to start both of them.
That's it. You just basically kill a spot. You just eat an entire roster spot and you hedge.
I am eating an entire season. It doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, you are so full. My God.
It's a big shit sandwich, and I'm the only one that has to take a bite.
I'm worried about your stomach.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
That's a lot of shit you've eaten. Nobody should ingest that much fecal matter. Well, look, who else had? We had one other decent week. Oh, Mansfield Mob, Carl. After we pointed hit, we didn't have to bring up his 5-point week. We didn't have to do that, but we did it.
But we did.
And John learned. That's karma. That's karma biting you right in the butt. Kirk Cousins, you like that? I do like that. Last week he had nothing, 21 points. That equals your quarterback high production for the season for 1 week. Aaron Jones, that was a sweet 18-point catch. I don't know if you watched that game.
I did not see that, but I did see the points.
40 points from Philly, and I end up with, I don't know what to talk about. We already talked about
Higgins.
Look at the quality of this team. Look at this team. I mean, he just missed on quarterback. And when you miss on quarterback in this league, Russell Wilson is who he drafted. And is he in the league anymore? Russell Wilson said he wants to play till he's 45. How about playing till you're 32? Play this year. God awful. And what a defense they have. What a waste.
His own players are yelling at him now.
Yes, linemen are chewing him out. Go do your high knees somewhere else, douche. T. Higgins, Dalvin Cook, Hopkins. All right, I'm -9 on my trade. I'm -9 on my trade. And hey, who'd I trade for? I don't even know his name. Foreman. Didn't even know who he was before the season. He had well over 100 yards. That's nothing. By the way, let's talk about. Let's just go back to one note about.
Carl left 21 on the bench.
He did leave 21 on the bench. Miles Sanders, who had 2 touchdowns. Who are you gonna bench? I guess he should have benched. I mean, you're gonna bench T. Higgins, DeAndre Hopkins, or CeeDee Lamb? You really can't.
I don't know. Carl's team's looking pretty strong minus quarterback.
Really is. It's just too little, too late. Too little, too late, too much to add. And a little D Moore with 6 points. By the way, Jalen Hurts, I think he rushed for 600 yards. So in a regular standard league, he had something like 40 points. In mine, he had 15 because he just didn't get into the end zone. But I'll take the 15. No, I'm not going to say that. I won't take the 15. I want monster production from every player every week. I want to win the league. That's the way it happens. I'm manifesting it. John, I know I texted you this, but I'm going to tell the people. I did shoot a couple of spots last week in Florida with a professional golfer. Now, I have a very active imagination, John. I went and I hit balls. I usually don't touch the club until after the Super Bowl. I was inspired by this amazing, to watch a professional golfer hit the ball. The sound. It's just the sound is unbelievable. And it inspired me. I went and I hit the ball very well. And while I was hitting balls, John, I imagined myself playing in the Pebble Beach Pro-Am golf tournament. I've said this a couple times in the last maybe month or two. I have 2 life goals left. It's to play in the Pebble Beach Pro-Am and for the Bills to win a Super Bowl. That's it. That's where the bar is. Those 2 things happen. Call it a life. I'm good.
Do you want a caddy for the Dalai Lama?
Flowing robes, a grace, bald, striking.
It's the first thing I brought up to this guy too. I said, "Do you play in the Pebble Beach Pro-Am?" He's like, it's what we'll see how the relationship goes. He loves me. It's going to happen. Probably not this year, but maybe next year. John, I'm imagining being at that Pebble Beach Pro-Am. I see myself teeing off. I see myself meeting Bill Murray, who's one of my idols. And I say to Bill Murray, I say, I worked with your brother Joel, who is also an actor, on Dharma and Greg. Had my little imagination. I finished my balls. I finished hitting my balls. I went to the clubhouse, had some lunch. I opened my phone. I looked down to Twitter. Who had just started following me? Joel Murray. I am manifesting my own reality. I got to believe I'm going to win this league. I got to believe the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm going to find a large bag of money, which has been a goal of mine for some time. It's all happening, John. It's all happening. I don't know if I can say anything more about this, but this professional golfer had a hole-in-one at the Waste tournament in Phoenix, the big tournament that's always Super Bowl weekend. He had a hole-in-one, and that's where that par 3 people just go nuts. If you miss the green, they boo. If you miss the putt, they throw stuff. Everybody simultaneously just whipped their beers or their drinks, covered the whole hole. It just was a spray of liquid. It was unbelievable. Check that out. But as I texted my friend Kenny, I said, next year, actually this year, we could go to that tournament on Saturday, hang out with my new friend, And then the next day we could be watching the Buffalo Bills play in the Super Bowl in beautiful Glendale, Arizona. Very strong chance of that happening. And we're going to keep thinking positive thoughts. Mansfield Mob bounced back after his dreaded 5-point week. We're happy for you. Al McPherson is his kicker, 9 points, left 21 on the bench. L's a big part of our pass. We're going to put an L drop in.
Lie on the ground with your eyes closed while he licks your belly button.
Sirens. Maybe a little sirens drop.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, I remember that. Just about 7 or 8 guys after hours watching a little movie. Oh, where's everybody's hands? Oh, they're in my pants. Not my pants. They're all in each individual's own pants. No funny business. That kind of thing didn't happen when I was a kid. Unless you're Lizot and Roach at the regatta. We don't need to call anybody out here.
Wait.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
We're not talking about that. This is a family show, and they are our family. Don't fuck with Roach and Lizot. What's wrong with you? Let's put their pictures up. Or put their pictures up side by side, and then you can...
Do we have a picture of...
I got pictures.
Yeah,
I have pictures of everybody.
You got a regatta.
You got a regatta, and you got to get... This was the same regatta that all I know is that a couple people came into my bedroom when I was at home, and were like, what are you doing? Where's the keg? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have a shirt on. One of my contact lenses was missing. I do believe I had blood on my face, and I reached into my pocket, and each pocket had just a wad of singles. Apparently, there was going to be a party at my place, and I was supposed to get a keg, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. You got a regatta. I don't think I ever went in the regatta. I never risked actually drowning unless you know, on your own vomit counts. But that's the way all the good ones go.
We were in that regatta. It was Kevin
that year.
Kevin McCarthy.
Oh my God.
And Lizot and me in a canoe. And as we were rounding the bend by the birdwalk, our canoe capsized.
Oh, I
and the case of long neck Jobel sunk to the bottom of the creek. And 6'3" Kevin McCarthy, me, reached down, rummaged around in the stream floor, and came up
with a fish in his mouth. And he said, Goonie Goo Goo.
Goonie Goo Goo.
What the fuck does Goonie Goo Goo mean, guys?
And we jumped back in the boat and paddled past. And I remember going to bed. I remember going to bed at like 3 p.m, frozen, drunk, but I did get up. I did get up in time to hear that I missed Tom and Coleman.
And Nick Patillo, I think, punched them both in the head. So what the fuck you doing? What are you doing? Just he took their heads and went, bam. Look, we were young and stupid. Thank God we don't do any dumb shit anymore. Maybe that's why Lizot didn't come. Lizot, you two lump. You're both on the shit list. Lizot says we had our Bills outing in Los Angeles. I don't make the rules. It's opening night. I save airfare. Not what do you want me to do? What do you want from me? Lizot goes, well, you know, why don't we just go to the Dolphins game and sit on the beach? And I said, who wants to tell him? There's a beach here. It's a whole different coast. This country has 2 sides, and there's water on both sides. And then he said there's no earthquakes in Miami. So I think our dear friend Tom Lizot really didn't come to that Bills game because he thinks that his number is it's just going to be his turn to die in a massive earthquake. So there's been no earthquake, and you fucking missed it, Lizot. You too, lump. I'm not paying, lump, until you show up at a fucking Bills game, lumpy. It's the last one to pay anyway. My brother, he always pays out. I'm like, wait till Steve pays. Look, he's busy. As what did he say to me? He's like, these kids, man, they take up a lot of time. Yeah. Do it alone. Do it alone like I do. I only do it half the week. But alone, half of the week, I get tired. Like he's on his iPad, and I'm having a gimlet. You're a good boy, Jackson. Quiet. Before we wrap this up, John, do we have any guesses why my nephew, Justin Scharf, first of all, he had his name. His name was throwing bombs and banging moms. I didn't realize that was a reference to the kid who got benched at the Jets because I guess he was fucking everybody's mom and then offering to take care of Brady's ex-wife. Cocky little kid. Where'd that get you? Got your ass squarely against some pine, don't you? Oh, it's Mike White show, isn't it? That's how fast it happens.
He did all right.
Have some fucking humility. What?
He did all right, Mike White.
He did all right. Now, what is the origin of the fantasy team name Butterfly Toast?
So, first of all, I know why he changed names because he had to bail because
his player was gone.
Shit show. What's
that douchebag's name anyway? I can't remember his name.
Coach Sala said they don't hate him when asked, what the mood was in the locker room. Well, they don't hate him. They just strongly dislike him.
People on the Bills are saying they'd cut off a finger for Josh Allen. That's a quote. Well, he was one of the linemen.
Yeah.
I don't know, one of his own or just a stranger's. I'd cut off a stranger's finger.
I don't know. I Googled butterfly toast and I saw a bunch of actual toast like cut into butterfly shapes.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have to contact your own flesh and blood and see.
Let's see if my own flesh and blood listens to the show because he should be sending me a text explaining what that bullshit is. Is it like avocado toast? I don't understand.
I'm sure it's not as good as avocado toast.
I don't eat that crap either. I don't like avocados. Love guacamole. Explain that shit.
Well, that's weird.
Explain that shiz. John, the clock on the wall says we have to go to final thoughts entering week 13. Do you have any? That was your cue.
I do. So I'm done. I'm all done.
Yeah, I'm sorry, John.
Really not going to be paying a lot of attention. I'll still change my roster up, but not making any transactions.
$50 every week.
Yes, I can still win $50.
You got a hit podcast on your hands too. You got to feign interest. Live vicariously through me, because I got my eye on second place. Kenny,
Thursday night, go Bills. At Patriots, I was offered 4 tickets. I had to turn them down.
I know. I can't make that trip, man. I
couldn't find anybody else to go with me. $190 a piece.
I've been to 2 games at Foxborough. Had a good time. One of them we dressed. We put face paint on our face like Kiss, red, white, and blue. That's for our friend Kenny. I'm hoping for a monster. Look, I feel good being in 3rd place. Not good about how far back I am, but I've had a rough stretch. 30. 25, 31, add those together. That's a decent week. That's what I'm looking for from here on out. John, you're just trying to have a good time, trying to get some kicks, maybe win that 50. Get your shit together, New Orleans. Put in Taysom. Just let him finish the season. I'll take it. John, did you have any problem taking that 2nd place money after that bullshit Deebo Samuel run where they decided he was a running back? No, you didn't.
Did not.
No, you didn't. Did your child enjoy the food that you bought? Put in her mouth from that? Yeah, you did. So I'll take that money. Let's go, Taysom.
New Orleans is sinking.
Yeah, it is. Heard he did that drop, though. John, start doing prep for our next podcast called Forever Hip. That's all we're going to say. It's all we're going to say. But for now, I got 6 weeks of joy, 6 weeks of heartbreak, 6 weeks of joy again. Everything is cyclical. There's always a correction. Stick with us. Understand this scoring system. Know it. Learn it. Live it.
Learn it. Know it. Live it.
It's all you're going to want to do from now on. Thank you for joining us again. We'll see you next week. On behalf of John Burrell, I'm Brian Dunkleman. Thank you for joining us on OG Fantasy Football. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Beat the shit out of the Patriots.
Amen.